Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is your boy OD coming to you with Tuck Rule and everything, talking about the incomparable, undeniable, greatest rookie quarterback that we've ever seen in Shedeur Sanders. I've gotten a lot of flack for what I said, a few days ago about how Shedeur Sanders wasn't that good. This rookie quarterback class wasn't that great. You know, And it's a lot of people who told me, "Oh, he looked so good against the Tennessee Titans, who just so happen to be the worst team in the NFL. Oh, he looked so good against the Tennessee Titans, who again this past Sunday got their heads beat in on defense. Oh, he looked so good against the Tennessee Titans, who still don't know how to play match coverage on the outside." You know, I, I'm just so tired of this entire narrative that y'all keep coming me with about Shedeur Sanders looks so great. He should have been a first round pick. Did you see that throw he made? It looked phenomenal. That pass to Judy should have been caught. It was messed up that he dropped it. You know, I hear a lot of these silly things coming from you people, so I wanted to come with just a quick show with y'all talking about y'all King Shedeur Sanders, and to tell y'all again that the emperor has no clothes. Um, if you don't know the parable about the emperor not having any clothes, it's about a king who was looking for the finest clothes to wear. So he basically got tricked by a couple of a couple of gentlemen who wanted to make a quick buck off of him and told him that they were preparing clothes for him of the finest linens and made him think that he was putting on some exquisite, amazing quality clothes that were so soft and so refined, only he could feel them on his skin. And then he goes outside in these immaculate garbs and he's naked. He has no clothes on. And that's what Shedeur Sanders was. See, y'all listen to Deion Sanders, Stephen A. Smith, Colin Cowturd, Skip Baseless, all of these huge media personalities tell you for the longest that Shedeur Sanders is a great quarterback. Mel Kiper even had him number one, the best quarterback on his big board. Said there was no quarterback better than him in that draft. He should have been drafted number one overall. The NFL doesn't know what they're doing with quarterbacks, doesn't know what they're talking about, blah, 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 blah. Y'all also told me that Shedeur Sanders was better than Caleb Williams and that was going to be exposed when they played head to head against one another. And I just thought it was so funny watching the game this Sunday. Um, and the reason I'm waiting to record it today because I just wanted to see what people were going to say about it. Are people going to come out their mouth and, what excuses they were going to have? I watched a couple shows. I watched the Gridiron Show with Akeem Talib and Skip Bayless and Cody Kessler on there, and they asked him for a letter grade. I watched Akeem Talib give him a C as a passing grade, which is crazy. It's in it's incompetent to give a quarterback who went 18 for 35 and threw three interceptions a C as a passing grade in a game that he lost 31-3. I watched Skip Baseless, Skip Bayless. I watched Cody Kessler give this young gentleman an incomplete grade because, the Cleveland Browns had an injured offensive line and David Njoku was hurt. Dylan Gabriel didn't get that same grace. Cam Ward isn't getting that same grace. Brock Purdy doesn't get that same grace. Trevor Lawrence never got that same grace. Michael Penix doesn't get that same grace. Jaden Daniels doesn't get that same grace. I don't see any of the upper echelon younger quarterbacks getting that grace. You know what? I don't see Jackson Dart getting that grace. It's crazy that y'all come with these wild excuses for failure. I'm speaking on the gridiron because I don't want to be remiss in saying that the only person I heard on that entire show give Shedeur a failing grade was Gerald McCoy. And then immediately he hopped on the excuse train right after that. Well, it was a failing grade, but he's a rookie. What you gonna do next Sunday? And of course, what are you gonna do next Sunday? But you say that as his coach. You say that as someone on that staff in the locker room with him. As an analyst, I don't want to hear, well, what is he gonna do next Sunday? Because you don't give that same grace to everybody else. I watched y'all kill Dylan Gabriel before he got injured and Shedeur got this chance to start. Oh, he's not pushing the ball down the field. Oh, he keeps taking check downs. What do you think Kevin Stefanski's system is about? It's the same system that Baker Mayfield thrived in before he got kicked to the curb in Cleveland for Deshaun Watson. Kevin Stefanski literally built this system so that quarterbacks can throw checkdowns and get the balls to their playmakers. When Shedeur Sanders had that big catch and run on a swing pass to Dylan Sampson, nobody said anything about, oh, why did he throw that check down? Because that play was successful. It was a play to be made. I didn't hear any of these excuses when he was throwing 5-yard slants and guys were taking them 15 yards. Oh, what about that huge throw over the middle that he completed to Isaiah Bond? Oh, you mean the single high safety that was on a wide receiver and the offensive line that you guys told me couldn't block actually held up pretty well on a deep ball for Shedeur Sanders, and he got to sit there, plant his feet, and throw the pass? That one? Nah, bro. Y'all got to miss me with these excuses because I'm looking at the emperor who has no clothes. And again, I'm just going to repeat his stat line again for the people who kept telling me, who kept preaching to me that he was so great and he should have been a first round pick. He was 18 for 35 with 3 interceptions. He had 2 carries for 24 yards. Dude, miss me with the BS. Oh, Jerry Jeudy dropped the pass that was right in his chest. That pass was not supposed to be in his chest. And I'm mad that no one is calling that BS out. That ball was supposed to come out a second and a half earlier. And if it would have, Jerry Jeudy had proper separation, and Jalen Johnson wasn't even close enough to get there to break it up. Oh, Kevin Byard is the safety right there. Kevin Byard wouldn't have been a factor if you threw it earlier. He's still holding on to the ball too long. He still doesn't progress through his reads fast enough, and he's still waiting for his receivers to come open before he throws the ball. That was the entire problem. Oh, well, Cleveland had a bunch of hurt offensive linemen, and they had a bunch of hurt receivers. Dude, when has that been an excuse for quarterbacks? A quarterback y'all told me was great. Y'all told me he was a first round pick and he's going to be a great quarterback one day in the NFL. That's what I'm being told by people. That's what all you Shedeur sycophants, you psychopaths, you Shedeur sexuals keep telling me is that this gentleman is going to one day be a great quarterback. He's going to be phenomenal. He's the best thing since sliced bread. No one knows football like Mel Kiper. I'm sorry. Shout out to Mel Tucker though. Like no one knows quarterbacks like Mel Kiper. Deion Sanders was his father. He's made for these moments. He's a great young quarterback. He's a smart young man. Blah 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 blah. Miss me with that nonsense, yo. Miss me with that. He's a 5th round pick. Why are you judging him so harshly? Because y'all kept telling me that he was a first round talent. Numbnutsicles. Y'all told me he was better than Caleb Williams. And we watched them go head to head. Caleb Williams has a better offensive coordinator. That's not what you people told me. Caleb Williams has more weapons. That's not what you people told me. Caleb Williams doesn't go through his reads. And this fool Shedeur holds on to the ball too long without the mobility of Caleb Williams. He's an okay quarterback. He reminds me of just a Baker Mayfield type guy. Pretty good arm, pretty decently accurate, but he doesn't have the intangibles that Baker Mayfield has at all. And Baker Mayfield's intangibles aren't even that high, but at least they save his sorry behind from time to time. I wanted to do this special episode for all of you weird sociopaths who think Shedeur Sanders is the greatest thing since sliced bread, who watch him stand up there with the gold wrist and throwing his arm up and think that he can do no wrong. And to come to you weirdos again, just to let you know that the emperor has no clothes and Shedeur has been exposed. So I just had to get this off my chest really quick. Y'all have a good day. Enjoy yourselves. This has been OD from Tuckaroo. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.